For a long time now, people have been saying you must tidy up the unit. And I thought, well, I'm not doing it. I've got to miss HubNut. No, that's not entirely how it's working, is it? We have both been working on this. I just happen to be holding the camera at the moment. You've been carefully putting stuff in the bin. And I've been dealing with poisons this morning. Poisons variously mixed car fluids. What? What, dear? Am I in trouble?
Probably.
Why?
That's it. Why would I do it myself? I haven't missed HubNut.
Yeah.
I'm putting this on the women's group.
I'm in trouble. But yeah, we are trying to actually create some sort of order in the chaos. We have got plans for Tuck. Everyone keeps asking about Tuck. Tuck will be going off for body work. We are going to do the body work, but under,
what are you videoing now? Just a general
guidance. This is my general. I thought about capturing a moment of us actually tidying up. Oh my gosh, insulation tape.
I'm gathering.
Always useful stuff.
Tools by here.
Oh, is this tools? Is it?
Yes, yes.
Fling, new pile, new chaos. Yeah. So we're trying to make sense of it all. We would like to get more cars in here. Really, I don't think this is happening today because we haven't got that much time. Apologies for all the noises of stuff being tidied up. That big pile there up the back is where we really need to dig in. That is mostly my previous life that got chucked in the unit before I went off to New Zealand and then just got chucked in a van and brought here and dumped there. And seeing as we're now, scarily, almost 4 years on from that, I think it's safe to assume there's an awful lot of stuff in that pile I do not need. So we need to try and have a clear out. We need a car boot sale, dear.
Yeah. Or take some stuff to a social, You've got a lot of magazines and things. People might well be interested in that.
This is true.
Stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we've been sent, but some of it we haven't even managed to touch.
Speaking of things we've been sent, 1 second.
Oh.
Sorry, you didn't.
She's taking her clothes off again.
Flesh.
Seamless.
Seamlessly.
Yes, seamless.
Talking about things that we got sent. So we had recently had our Women Drivers Social Club meet.
Oh yeah, I've got to edit that up.
Cirencester. That video will be out soon. And Simone was there of Hooked on Classics, and she very kindly gave Ian and I these t-shirts. The reason I'm wearing this today is because I was intending to do some tinkering on Shemmy, and I thought it would make me more capable because Simone is extremely capable. If you don't follow her...
That sounds a much better idea than wearing a HubNut t-shirt.
But I've got it Shemmy over the top.
Yeah.
Hooked on Classics, and this is the lovely TC, who is possibly one of the stars of Simone's channel, Mark III Cortina.
Interestingly, TC has been in a HubNut video. When I went to see Pete C and drive his lovely Cortina Ruby, TC was lurking in the background.
I've been in two actually, because the NEC
the NEC
last year.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, last year, this year.
So there you go, a repeat star.
Yes, so yeah, Hooked on Classics. Go and have a look if you haven't already. And I'm also sporting my new Shemmy hoodie, which I just think is the best. It's just a glorious design.
Yeah, we do sell them in this colour on the HubNut store. We have to order them in from our supplier. If that's a bit vibrant, we can do them in blue. We got t-shirts.
Pale blue, pink.
In black or pink, I think.
This design looks lovely on a pale blue, looks lovely on a pink.
Yeah.
Looks lovely on lots of colours.
So head to the HubNut store for hoodies galore.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. Catchy.
Yeah. Right, I better get stuck in again, which means putting the camera down. But yeah, let's see what this space looks like in, say, another 10 or 20 minutes.
Oh, God, no pressure.
No pressure. Well, there we go. That's been a useful session. We've actually got actual floor. Can actually sweep up a bit. So that's grand.
Where did I put my microphone?
Oh, is it in there?
It's in there.
Were you muffled?
Probably.
Yeah. By the way, if anyone wants a Fiat Multipla sump, this is the one we bought off a Fiat Multipla apparently, but it didn't fit our Multipla.
Yeah, and didn't you ask for reassurances that it would and it didn't?
And when I said it doesn't fit, he just went, well, it should do. And that was the end of that. Not interested in any refunds or anything. So,
ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned
right there
for more bits like this. We really need to do an auto jumble on the go.
Yeah, it is Bewley Spring Auto Jumble this weekend coming, I think. But unfortunately, we can't make it.
Spring Auto Jumble, did you
say? No, the main Auto Jumble.
Ah, okay.
The spring one will be in spring. Duh. And I am hoping to be at. I must apologise to the people down at National Motor Museum at Bewley because they invited me to the spring one this year. Couldn't make it. Invited us to the autumn one and couldn't make it. But next spring we're definitely going to go and we're going to try and get rid of a lot of the parts.
Let's make sure that we do. That would be good.
Yeah, because I've got loads of City Rover bits up there.
I did try and get rid of those at Photo last year, but they weren't interested.
No. There's a
door
problem.
cards
All these
and
bits.
goodness knows what else.
Yeah, I think I broke the door cards, so that was
You
great.
broke them?
Yeah.
They were boxed. How did you break them?
Oh, I can do anything.
Well, I know this.
Yeah.
I know
But
this.
yes, thank you, dear. That's looking a whole lot better.
Do you know what? I've just realised I've been looking on the internet for Charade
you don't know. Hold on.
information.
Yes.
And we've got our lovely workshop manual.
We have got workshop manuals, which are a kind donation.
know.
Again, people give us lovely things.
They do give us lovely. That was invaluable when we were doing
Yeah.
the
So
blinking.
this isn't finished, by the way. You're looking at
Yes,
this
this
going,
is start.
this is tidy, is it? And just like, well, no, this is just creating the space. And now we've got to go through here, sort out tools, put them where they
Yeah, this
are
is
meant
just
to
the
be.
tools we found in the melee.
Yeah. I need to go through the racking again because there's loads of stuff there. Well, I mean, what are these brake pads out of? And why have I kept them?
Somewhere there's new brake pads.
I don't know.
For
I
Shemmy.
think that's an old shock absorber for a Reliant Fox, probably.
There's new
don't
brake
know.
pads for Shemmy. Oh, and guys, remember these?
Oh,
Dearly departed.
very
Although
sad.
she's stabling with her Sirion now.
Yeah, yeah.
Not just any
So
Sirion.
she's got a new Daihatsu Fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go. It's a new day. I've got a bit less hair, and Miss HubNut is attaching a keyring to her car.
Yeah, but not just any keyring.
Is it special?
It's very special.
Oh, let's take a look.
And I corrected from the number plate books, but apparently the prefix CK reads that Shemmy is from Swansea. And the other day, who knows, we found the Fiat Tipo and the lovely Dominic let's borrow the Fiat Tipo. But he also gave me Daihatsu Treasure.
Boy.
Yeah. So it is.
Let's see the other side. Oh, look at that. Focus. There we go.
It is possible.
Yummy.
The Shemmy came from this dealership.
Yeah.
How many Daihatsu dealerships have there been as far as
There can't have been that
the
many.
internet's going?
No. Yeah. So that's exciting times. But yeah, we're just going to get her up on the ramps, and then Miss HubNut is going to change the alternator belt.
Also on the subject of Daihatsus.
Oh.
Does anybody know if there was a dealership?
Do you want to actually put your microphone on?
Yeah, that'd be helpful. Does anybody know if there was a dealership near Shoreham in West Sussex?
Oh, there must have been. There's so many
absolutely
Daihatsus.
millions of them down there.
Yeah.
Millions, you know, is
Yeah. Apologies for all the
Exaggeration.
microphone noise that's probably going on at the moment.
apologies.
Yeah. But there we go. Right. I'm going to drive her up on the ramps then. I'll spare you this task because it's quite a tricky one for the novice driver.
I thought you'd be like, this is a good test.
Well, no, it isn't a good test if you go too far.
Well-
These ramps, incidentally, new replacement ramps that we purchased from Lewis and Leanne at Whiteland Restorations. They're having a bit of a clear out. They're considerably more robust than the old ramps, spindly things I was using. So good times. I think the old ramps really were only designed for 2CVs.
For what?
2CVs,
CCVs.
yeah. So why we're doing this today is, you can kind of hear it. A little squeakling and a squirkling when I put the headlights on and add a bit of load. And we sort of saw it was a bit tired when we did the engine swap and promptly did nothing about it. So now let's try and do something about it. It's always fun going up on ramps, I find.
Ooh, there she is.
I think she's on.
She smells like burning.
Yeah, that's quite a clutch burn going on there. That was quite a strong climb. Oi.
Yeah. It's nice
Yeah.
that they match, Shemmy. Looks
Yeah.
almost like we meant it. Also,
Kinda
can we just
coordinated.
notice space to work?
Yeah,
alongside
we've
Shemmy.
moved Bob over because of that space you, mostly you, some me, cleared up yesterday.
So obviously I'm the amateur to the situation. So I've been doing some research on the internet, as I do. And it says that we should disconnect the battery, obviously jack the car safely first.
Yeah, because what happened last time I worked on an alternator and didn't disconnect the battery, we pretty much
Ooh.
killed Giselle.
Yeah.
We
Like
still
we did.
we still haven't
Like we did.
sorted that
We
out.
didn't.
She's still quite knackered.
Yes, but people are asking for more tinkering. Obviously, Giselle will be the next in line, and then hopefully Took.
Yeah.
I've been getting some updates from Whiteland. It all looks very, very exciting.
Ooh.
But yeah, being the novice, obviously, jack her up safely, disconnect the battery, and then also when we get to the belt, we should be able to judge from the appearance of the belt as well whether it is or isn't worn. I mean, you can tell from the engine noise when you add the lights and whatnot.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it could be tension. It could be a tension thing. But
a dying
we'll have a look.
belt did retighten the belts. I feel like we didn't.
Oh, well, actually, you can see the belts fraying.
Yeah, but that's what you're looking
hold
for.
Hold on, I'm going to try and zoom you in if I can.
Oh, you can, because the light's really good on this camera.
Yeah.
But you're looking for fraying and notches missing and so on. We've got all that
fraying.
good stuff, have we?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's definitely some fraying right there.
Also, the internet tells me you can get an app to tell you how worn your belt is, but we're not convinced.
That sounds like
of
utter
this
rubbish.
Situation, are we? No.
Yeah, how's an app going to know?
I have no idea. I see why I'm doing this job.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to be better from underneath.
Okay.
Because you've got to get to the pivot bolt down the bottom there, which you can just see.
Yeah, because it's a case of loosening tensioners, isn't it?
Yeah. I might have to do the top one for you because I don't think you're going to reach it now we've got her on ramps.
Ah, it's a new one, an off-market one, not a branded one.
I couldn't tell you. Let's get it out.
Because this has got little Daihatsus on it.
Where did I put it?
Sad time.
My backpack. I don't know why I carry it. No, this is Quinton Hazel, so I don't think it's going to have it on. Hold the box. Oh, there's a bit of paper in there as well.
It's your receipt, I suspect. We won't show you that.
Yeah, we just got part numbers. No Daihatsu. It's not a genuine part. It's just OE. But yeah, spindly little thing, because all it is doing is driving the alternator. The power steering is electric on this car, and the air conditioning, an entirely separate belt and pulley. We haven't even got that pulley fitted for weight saving. Yes.
No, I think it was a bit of CBA on your part.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
But it's extra weight she doesn't need. There's no point driving a pulley when the aircon
now
doesn't
she's
work.
a speed demon.
Yeah. So, yeah, you got this adjuster on the top that needs slackening. I'm going to say that's a 10 mil.
Okay.
And I reckon probably a 14 for the main bolt.
I love you said, oh, I'm just going to talk you through this. And yet, here you are, trying to do it. Oh,
I'm not doing it.
Excuse me, Bumblebee.
You're the one with gloves on.
Wait, I'm not a flower.
Oh, you are a flower. Little Blodwin.
Oh, Bumblebee.
Is that a flower? Blodwin?
Bloodin, yeah.
Oh, Blodin. Sorry, not Blodwin.
That's a girl's name.
Yeah. We'll find you a step to stand on. Well, Bob's got
I have a step. Can we get at it?
Well, we can get at Bob's main step.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do much the same job. And then I can just sit back and just let you get on with it.
Well, no, you need to talk me through it. Because
No, you got this.
Because the internet was kind of generic. Because when you look up tinkering with a charade and even the specifics of an alternator belt, we come up.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sorry,
and I'll
to any
concede it is a bit weird, but here we are doing a fan belt or alternator belt change, which is very, very simple. And you're somewhat daunted by it when we've changed the entire engine on this vehicle before. But that engine swap is pretty much the limit of your mechanical work, really, so far.
Not really.
Oh no, we've done 2CV engine swap as well.
2CV engine swap, Charade engine swap, Rover 75 alternator.
Oh, we don't
There's
speak
been
of that.
loads
We
of
do not
random
speak of
stuff that we've
Yeah.
done.
Oh, there we go.
Loads.
Right, I'll go and find you some tools.
But that makes, I'm still a rank amateur.
Yes. Cute though.
I'm doing on there, yeah?
Yep, that's the one. Negative terminal off.
Okay, so there was some discussion as to whether or not we did this.
I mean, I typically don't, and then what happened last time is I touched something on the alternator and shorted the car out. And I'm going to say that's not recommended.
No, but anyway, if you do this, you're breaking the circuit.
Yeah,
so
that'll do.
this
Don't go crazy.
removes any...
You should be able to wiggle it off now.
Wiggle it off?
There we go. Remove it, make sure it can't bounce back on.
Okay, if I parked it there,
Yeah, should be all right.
is that okay?
There we go.
We're not creating a
She won't
circuit
say hello happy
by
anymore.
parking it somewhere, no?
No.
Okie dokie. And then we're going down here.
Yeah, so...
Right, so which bolt is
I'll
it?
see if I can find a light. Ah, there we go. Using my top-down jump pack, we can illuminate the scene down below. So can you see the bolt below the pulley is your pivot?
So, pulley here, that bolt down there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you need to slacken that off a bit.
With
first of all.
short arms, maybe better. That doesn't look like a 10 to me.
No, it's 14, I think.
14,
14
okay.
on the ratchet up here.
Maybe with that. It will-
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to film this very well because. Oh, there we go. Yeah, wiggle it on.
Wiggle it onto the ratchet.
Obviously, it helps if you can get another hand near the head of the ratchet, but
Yeah, so you can hold it in.
you seem to be doing quite well there. That's all
Let
right.
me see if I can
I'm going to go crazy loose.
Well, the thing is, you haven't really got even small arms. Not really 2 arm space down there.
Yeah, I don't
Not
think it's got a
too
nut on the back of it.
tight. So we've loosened the bolt a little bit so that it can pivot.
Yep.
I appreciate how ridiculous it looks having to have a step to work on a charade, but never mind. Right. Oh my God, that's really frayed. Can you see down there?
Yep.
Look there.
Oh yeah, the belt's a mess. We'll get it off and we can show everyone
We'll
that
show
then.
everybody. Right, now what?
Adjuster,
Adjuster. Where's
which is up on the top there.
on the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to do lighting, and it's not the best light ever.
Can we wedge it somewhere?
It's not very wedgy.
There's just one. I wedged it.
Oh yeah, okay, it is wedgy. So yeah, that adjuster there.
This one.
That's the one.
Right. And
So that slides back and forth to adjust the tension.
Okay, so I need to loosen it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't.
Oh, that's not looking
That's
like a
not
10.
a 10, is it?
Is that 14 as well?
Doesn't feel like 14. It
That'll be a
feels almost
12.
there.
That'll be a 12. All right, let's try again with the right size spanner.
Going in. Coming
Make
towards
sure you're going
me,
the right
yeah?
way. No, you're going
No,
away.
away from me.
Anti-clockwise.
There you go.
Yeah, I know people probably want something more involved than changing an alternator belt, but you know, we've got to start somewhere. We're easing back into it, folks.
Yeah, and we knew this is kind of pressing because we need this car to be functioning at her best. Because the light.
Where that's from? I was just resting there.
Oh God, this car's got so many bits of plastic.
Yeah. Interesting.
Now this one, is this coming out?
No.
No,
Again, you just
needs
loosen
to
it.
loosen.
Yep.
How much of a loosen? Because we've got movement now.
Oh, it's moving around. Then grab the alternator body
There we
and
go.
see if you can move it back and forth. There you go. So now pull it back, ping the belt off.
Okay.
Should be really easy if you could get 2 hands in there. There you go.
Right,
Probably pop underneath might be
I was
easier.
going to say, oh no, no.
No, you got it. Yeah, look at the state of that. Yikes.
Okay, so you can tell your belt is
I
worn.
think we got our money's worth out of that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's totally cracked.
Yeah,
It's frayed.
yeah, that is
It's
definitely.
got bits missing.
That is a belt. You don't need an app to tell you that's knackered.
Do a comparative.
Yeah, just quickly pull them side by side.
Pull them.
Yeah, so maximum. Look about the same, don't they?
Yeah, that
Perfect.
one seems to have a bit of give, but I'm guessing that's age.
Yeah, that's knackered.
Yes. So this is going to be fun
There we
because
go.
this is very rigid.
Ping on the new one then.
Just casually.
Just casual.
Ping it on around all the pulleys.
2 pulleys.
We've had all this fun before.
This is not a serpentine belt. It's not like the Rover 75. Jeepers, I still don't know how we got that belt back on. And Betty's wasn't much more fun.
2 days of pain, that
Yeah.
was. So we've got a big
Crank pulley.
one and a small one.
Yeah, and you got to be careful because the crank pulley's got 2
This
belt
pipe
grooves on it.
seems to be riding on here. Is that right?
Is what?
Look, this pipe is just sat on the pulley.
Oh yeah, that's not right.
No, that's not right.
No, that should be up here somewhere. We may have to cable tie that.
Okay.
Just pull it up out the way.
Just
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Because I would assume that's not helping the situation.
Not really, no.
Not really, no.
No.
Right. Now, I'm pondering if this is better to approach from underneath.
It may be. But I can't really film this, so I think we'll come back once the belt's on.
Round 2 pulleys.
I think so.
There's 3 pulleys down there.
Maybe it's 3 pulleys. Maybe it also drives the water pump.
There's a big one and 2 small
Yeah,
ones.
I think it does do the water pump as well. Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Right, is there any more?
Hold on, I'll get my
Movement.
hand in.
So where it's ribbed.
Yeah, it's got to
It
go
sits
over
in-
this water pump pulley.
Yeah. And hang on, we're not quite. Oh, this is good because actually this is quite helpful because we can see if it's round from 2 angles.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're on the water pump.
And now it's just a case of tightening.
Just make sure we're definitely on the crank pulley. We're definitely on.
Right, crank pulley, is that this bottom one?
This is really weird. I can see part of your face. Yeah.
Is that this bottom one? And
Okay,
the ribs,
let me move the alternator then. So that should be tension on the belt now.
the ribs need to be in the ribs, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, it feels very much to me like that is the case.
Righty here.
And it looks very much to me like that is the case.
Okay, so come back up and we'll set the tension.
I should take a photo so I can put it on a Women Driver Social Club.
Good plan. Okay.
So we've got it on all 3 pulleys. Can I just confirm? So obviously the bar's got little ribs in it, and
Yep.
they go with the little ribs in here because this has got kind of an outer rim, and it's not.
No,
that's
the
unrelated.
outer rim is for a V-belt for the aircon pulley if we had it fitted. It's an entirely different belt.
That's fine. That's just. I
Yep.
just wanted to confirm because obviously
Well, yeah, it's always worth
very
confirming.
new to this now. So I assume we need to tighten.
Yeah, now you've got the tricky bit of you have to put some pressure on the alternator to get good tension on the belt
Right.
and tighten up that 12mm adjuster bolt
At the same
same time.
time.
Yeah.
No pressure.
So you don't want too much pressure because you'll knacker up the
Right, okay.
alternator and water
So
pump
now we're
bearings.
coming towards me, aren't we?
Yeah.
To tighten.
But you do need enough pressure that it grips and actually powers things without slipping.
Serious step. Oh, Shems, I'm so sorry.
It's usually a matter of getting something like a half turn on the longest stretch.
Right. Okay.
But you can probably hear while we're working in here today, it's raining.
Feeling,
Summertime continues.
feeling very grateful for the
Yeah.
fact we tidied.
Well, the good thing about moving Bob over is we've now got room to get Bella in here, so we can actually go home in Shems.
Oh God.
Although we're probably going away in Bob and Bella again tomorrow, so
Yeah.
it'll be a short-lived stretch.
Right. So, obviously, there's the slider there that the alternator slides in when you move it.
Yep.
I'm not to the end of the slider. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Because I got some tension because I was pushing the alternator.
Okay, let me...
And,
Well, I'm trying to think where the longest stretch is. There's not a particularly long stretch on there.
it's quite short.
Let me see if I can get my hand right down the bottom. Are you nice and tight?
No, I'm just tightening up a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah, we haven't got too much tinkering time today because I've got so much editing to do.
How tight does it need to be?
Pretty tight. You don't want it coming loose. Yeah, I'd say that should do. Putting that much effort in, I'd say it's pretty tight.
Okay.
Right.
So what do we need
I'm
to
going to
do?
get my hand down the bottom.
Hang on, what
Yeah,
needs to be
'cause you
done?
can't
Tell
reach.
me. I will go underneath.
You go and do it from underneath then. Go and twist that bottom section of the belt. that
Twist
you can just
it.
see. Hello.
Twist.
Yeah.
And what should we be seeing or not
Can
seeing?
you easily get it to twist it to 90 degrees?
90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right then. That feels pretty good. I don't know. Oh, that's my finger
So
over the
you
lens.
want it to twist to 90?
Yeah, it feels...
Yeah, that's 90, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so now, have you got the, what was it, 14, the bottom one?
Oh yeah, I haven't.
So I'll pass it down. There you go. So now we tighten up the...
Does that not need to be switched directions?
Yes, it does. Turn the thing on the back.
Turn the thing on the back. How much do I turn it?
And then just make sure... It's not my best ratchet, that
Do you
one.
want to turn the thingy? Show me.
Well, hold the ratchet. So if I go like that, that is loosen. So I have to turn this slightly broken thing on the back, and then the clicks should be that way, so you can tighten like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I did have a lovely good ratchet somewhere. Yeah, definitely tool clear up needs to happen.
Yeah, we've done a bit of tidying. I think.
Is that the right bolt?
No, not even
No,
a little
I
bit.
think so.
There we go. There it is. Up
I
there.
think you probably want to handle down, to be fair. Remember, this is your car that I said we should get rid of, and you said no. So this is all your fault, really.
This is not. It is my fault. Anyway, we love this car.
We do love this car. We just don't like working on it.
No, I do like working on it because I'm learning all the time. Oh, there is not much wiggle room here. Okay, we're just going to run with it. Okay.
There you go. You got a fair bit there.
Everybody should buy these. They're great.
Yeah, there's no part support and you can't work on them, but apart from that, Daihatsu Charades are amazing cars.
Oh no, they are amazing cars. I absolutely. This is why I put so much blood, sweat and tears into this car because I love this car. How tight should this be?
As tight as you can get it, pretty much.
Okay,
No one that
we're
comes.
heading that way.
Just wait until your wrist goes click and then you know it's
Oh,
tight.
nice. Yeah, well, that doesn't take much.
Okay then.
One
I
more.
don't know what that noise was.
That was me swallowing some rust.
Beautiful. Another positive of the Daihatsu ownership experience. Right, battery's tight again, so stand clear.
Okay.
Make sure she's in neutral. She isn't. And start the engine. Make sure your hands are all clear. Put the lights on now.
Test.
That sounds a bit better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That sounds much better. See it whizzing around down there?
Whee! What, the belt?
Yeah, because it's got clean writing on it, because it's whizzing around. We better just rev her up a bit, just because reasons. Whenever you do a job, always just rev the engine unnecessarily.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was part of the process.
Yeah.
Next thing is I need to readdress.
Oh God, we do.
These.
Yeah, we do have another pair of headlamps. I wonder if we should experiment on those.
Yeah, but Indecisive's just done a big load of headlight stuff. I might drop him a message and say,
Oh, old Indecisive
help
Auto.
me.
Yeah. Well, we kind of know the process, but I think we need to speak to perhaps Lewis, because we tried clear coating these last time and it utterly ruined them.
I think we need to be a little more aggressive. I think you can be a little more aggressive as well.
Yeah.
I think you can sand them back.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
So, yeah.
I would like to try with her original headlights first and see where we get to.
Well, the good thing is we've got spares if it goes horribly, horribly wrong.
Which it won't, because we're going to do this.
Because it is a horrible process. When you do it properly with the proper kits and sand them back, they go completely cloudy.
Yeah,
and then you bring them back.
But I was watching, because I knew that we got to do it. I was watching what Indecisive was doing.
Yeah, I did it many years ago on my Honda SMX.
But it's got
do need to do it properly. Betty's also going a bit cloudy.
Well, we'll do these and then we'll do that. Have we got extra Betty? We've got most of them.
We have actually got a spare pair of Betty headlamps. They're from slightly earlier.
Do not ask for
one, I think. Yeah. Cool. Right, we're going to call that a success. And we're going to go home in Shems, I think, so you can have a bit of a drive.
Okay.
And yeah, good times. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget you can head to the HubNut store and buy delicious Shemmy related merchandise. We've got stickers, t-shirts and hoodies available.
Yeah.
I haven't got a Shemmy mug yet. That might be something to look into one day.
She's a magnet as well.
Is she a magnet?
Yeah, she's the fleet of 9.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah. Although we have sold out of some of those, I think.
No, I think we've got everybody.
Have we got everybody in stock?
Yeah, because we did have a question to Mark about Myrtle, but I found her.
Yeah. So there you go. You can buy fridge magnet versions as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. No, wait, what, who? Oh yes. Twitter as a platform may be dead, but Weird Car Twitter still exists, and we still call it Weird Car Twitter. We don't call it Weird Car X, because that just sounds really weird. What else have we got on the back here? Ooh, sparkly.
Women Drivers Social Club.
Oh yeah, that's very sparkles.
Shemmy, you've sported some good stickers, my friend.
These are the Hello Happy stickers we've got. We've got Chod Spot, because you spotted an S-Reg Focus.
I did.
Very rare.
In Cardigan, it's not there anymore.
Oh.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Cool. Right, we're going to go home. So thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for watching.
And we'll see you in a future video.
And just a little aside. Obviously,
I love this. It's so good doing an ending.
I know. Obviously, I'm very, very new to this. I'm learning all the time. And somebody was critical of my spannering while I'm learning. So give me constructive criticism, please. Don't just be like, oh my god. Please, thank you.
Yes, a fair point well made. And we shall see you again. Bye.
Daihatsu!